Thank you very much. Let's take our seats. Asanteni sana. I have been listening very carefully to all the statements that have been made, especially the very passionate statement made by Cabinet Secretary about this very important subject. And it speaks to the gravity of what we have to deal with, especially in the context of the losses to families, to the country, on what happens in our roads. Transport systems play an indispensable role in economies, serving as critical networks for economic vibrancy, productivity, and competitiveness. With the continuous growth of our economy, the demand for road transport also rises, and indeed, over 90% of goods and services rely on road transport wholly or significantly. The bottom-up economic transformation agenda identifies infrastructure as the fundamental enabler of productivity and consequently the development of a dense network of good quality roads throughout the country is a priority. Safe roads and safe road use by all stakeholders are critical to maximizing the efficiency and other gains from our road network. Although increased economic activity must inevitably result in higher usage of road network and pose a higher risk of accidents, concerted action can keep the actual incidence of crashes and resultant injuries low. We have witnessed a higher frequency of road crashes in many parts of our country, and especially in our road network, leading to fatalities and serious injuries, besides other forms of loss and damage. The factors driving this concerning rise in these incidences are many, and often involve a combination of low road capacity, poor maintenance of both roads and vehicles, low enforcement of traffic rules, and reckless behavior by motorists, passengers, and pedestrians. Abuse of drugs and alcohol, unqualified drivers, low awareness of traffic rules, and lack of consideration for others all contribute to high-risk road behaviors which endanger perpetrators as well as innocent road users. There has been an appreciable increase in investment in the development of our road network, both in terms of coverage and quality. Even as we continue to extend the reach of our roads, we recognize the urgent need to take efficient action to radically enhance road safety and drastically reduce the frequency of road crashes, fatalities, and injuries. To succeed, such action cannot be unilateral. Rather, road safety must be understood to be the outcome of consistent collaboration between various actors in the public and private sector, civil society organizations, the media, development partners who are present here, actors in the whole of this space. And I have been privileged to listen to many people who have very positive contributions to make to tame this menace. In the public sector, our justice, law, and order agencies must coordinate the sustained, robust law enforcement by ensuring that offenders are detected, apprehended, prosecuted, punished swiftly and transparently. Corruption is an enabler of impunity and a significant contributor to road carnage. We all know how the contribution of corruption aids overspeeding, reckless driving, drunk driving, and allows those who commit these crimes to escape because they can bribe their way through our system. Road users especially the private sector transport operators, as well as the motoring community, also have a duty to comply with the Traffic Act and every road safety requirement without seeking shortcuts. Evading inspection, neglecting motor vehicle safety maintenance, reckless behavior on the road, and paying bribes to avoid accountability are serious forms of contributory misconduct which must be dealt with. The media and civil society also have a role to complement public and private sector efforts to provide training, education, and awareness with regard to responsible road behavior and promoting a safety culture based on consideration for the convenience and welfare of other people. We have been informed that we all know what needs to be done. We all know that the largest contributor to road carnage is overspeeding, reckless driving, drunken driving. The numbers have not been coming down. The numbers have been going up. Every year, the numbers are going up. Waziri and your team, the numbers have to come down. And the template on how the numbers should come down is known. It's practiced elsewhere. Impunity is keeping us from doing the right thing. Governor Sakaja has said that he has closed pubs and places where alcohol is sold at termini. I mean, there cannot be greater impunity than licensing alcohol to be sold at termini when we know that the people at the termini are drivers. But it's continuing. It's happening just before our eyes. And I want to promise you, Governor, as I have said before, you will never get a telephone call from me to tell you to do the popular thing. I will not do it. I will always call you to tell you to do the right thing. It may not be popular, but as long as it's the right thing, do it. The challenge we have, and that is why we haven't made as much progress as we should, and that is why we have not achieved our potential as a country, is that those of us who have the opportunity to lead, those of us who have been chosen as leaders, want to do convenient things, want to do popular things. And I will say this again. As leaders, we are elected to lead, to serve, and to make a difference in people's lives. We are not elected to be popular. If you want to continuously to be popular, don't be a leader. Be something else. There is an opportunity for you to be popular all the time, for people to clap for you all the time. Be a comedian. That way, you don't have to struggle. People will continuously clap for you. People will continue to laugh at what you're saying, and people will continue. You will continue to be popular. But those of us who have an opportunity to lead, let us do the right thing. It may not necessarily be popular, but the right thing will get us to the right place. And we will never go wrong by doing the right thing. And therefore, as we launch this program and this action and this strategy, we must be focused on results. We must be focused on results. And the results will be the numbers to come down. The target, as was said by the chair, is to cut down by 50%. I will be looking out for the 50%. Everything in between, you have my support, you have the support of this administration to do it. But the people of Kenya will be focused on results. I too will be focused on results. And as Waziri has said, we have negotiated with friends, many friends who support us in development of our infrastructure. The ambassador of EU has said EU has been us in developing our infrastructure, road infrastructure in Kenya. They are also willing to partner with us on matters road safety. I expect greater collaboration between the traffic department of the police and the NTSA. There has been some disconnect, sometimes competition between these two agencies. Mr. IG, Mr. DG, please, I expect greater collaboration so that we can see results coming down. I also expect greater participation by the public. All of us, every road user, pedestrian, driver, passenger, private sector, traveling in public transport, our children, all of us must be conscious about the dangers that lurk behind road using. And therefore, it is my expectation that we will be the administration that will finally deal with this challenge. We have 20,000 people in hospital because of different kinds of accidents on the roads. We're spending a colossal amount of money trying to treat them and to take care of them. Families are losing breadwinners, children, mothers, fathers, relatives, and it is devastating. And therefore, the collaboration that is required, and I am very happy that we have members of parliament here. They have been doing a great job in making sure that they facilitate regulation, making of legislation, getting policies in line, and therefore, with the support of every arm of government, I am very confident that we will begin to see a reversal. I am looking forward, before the end of this year, that majority of our junctions, majority of our blind spots, majority of the areas that bring danger to road users will be on camera. We have discussed, we have talked about instant fines for a very long time. Waziri, please, instant fines, 90 days is too much time for you to wait. Let's do it so that we can get everybody behaving because they know somebody is watching them. It is therefore proper and fitting that we all demonstrate our commitment to road safety through concerted efforts, collaborations, and partnerships, as well as a sustained campaign to enhance infrastructure design, intensify awareness of campaigns and civic education, strengthen law enforcement, and support in the entrenchment of a national culture of safety and responsible road behavior. The launch of the National Road Safety Action Plan is a good starting point for our coordinated multi-sectoral endeavor to improve road safety in our entire road transport system. I expect government ministries, departments, and agencies to lead this effort through a multi-agency framework to steer the implementation of this plan and ensure that public sector provides a model for road safety. We all must recognize the importance of road safety and remain mindful of the fact that reckless behavior endangers both perpetrators and innocent third parties. Consequently, we must henceforth implement a zero-tolerance approach to negligence on our roads, and enforce the traffic laws and regulations to their fullest extent in order to promote safety, order, and efficiency on our road transport system. The National Police Service shall ensure that there are no exceptions from compliance, regardless of whether you operate border, heavy commercial vehicles, school transport, or any other vehicle on our roads. The government is committed to support the implementation of the National Road Safety Action Plan by providing resources, addressing legal and regulatory gaps, enhancing the capacity of the National Police Service to enforce traffic laws, and investing in automation and digitization of law enforcement and traffic management, among other interventions. I take this opportunity to appreciate the considerable support we have received from development partners, including the World Bank, the European Union, and the African Development Bank. I also urge potential partners to come aboard and take part in this noble mission to keep our people safe on our roads. I also look forward to seeing other organizations, including institutions of higher learning, join this collaboration to strengthen the use of evidence-based strategies and conduct research into various dimensions of road safety and road use behavior. Road safety is a shared responsibility which requires the execution of an all-of-society strategy throughout the country on a sustainable basis. I urge all Kenyans to observe road safety and report violations as part of their civic duty under community policing. Do not travel in overloaded vehicles, and use the earliest opportunity to make sure that you report speeding or recklessly driven vehicles. The police must collaborate with citizens and ensure that dangerously driven public service transport vehicles reimburse fares upon arrest. We are determined to transform Kenya's road transport system from sites of frequent carnage into an efficient network that drives productivity and competitiveness, because it is our intention to make sure that travelers reach their destinations and Kenyans travel safely in pursuit of opportunities to all places at all times. The collaboration that I see here from the Matatu Owners Association, those who are in the Association of Drivers, the ministry, and all actors, is a collaboration that will give us the opportunity to succeed, and not just succeed in a big way. So I look forward to 1 year from now, we will have another meeting. And in that 1 year from now, Kipchumba Murkomen, you better come and report to us that the numbers are coming down. Otherwise, you will be in a lot of trouble. The first National Safety Action Plan 2024-2028 is officially launched. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Let us all be upstanding, all of us. Your Excellency, we now request you to help us launch the plan on that side, and I request the CSCs to come join the President, Chairman, DG, Ambassador, PSs, IG, and the Governor as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to count down for His Excellency to press the button, and we observe what will be happening on that end. The strategic plan will be officially launched. At the count of 3, 2, 1, 0. Wapi makofi. The National Road Safety Action Plan 2024-2028. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And now I request you to be back on stage, Your Excellency, to hand over the plan to a few stakeholders. We can be seated, the rest of us. Welcome back on stage, Your Excellency. Bwana CS, karibu pia upewe. We request now His Excellency to issue the plan to a few stakeholders, beginning with the CS Transport. Karibu sana, tumpigie makofi.